Hi, we're going to look at some of the integrations using the Superna Zero Trust API. Uh, we've got a number of integrations with various security platforms, so um, Splunk, SentinelOne, Microsoft Defender XDR, ServiceNow, Palo Alto, and others. We're going to look at Palo Alto xSOAR platform, and we're also going to take a look at SentinelOne. So it's already been configured. I'm just showing where the documentation is. Let's go over and take a look at an incident that was created from the Zero Trust API. And you can see here the investigation area, there's the war room, and we'll just take a look at the full details. So here we can see the custom fields, so it's in a lockout status. It's an exploit, it's critical. Here's the SID for the user. Down here at the bottom, we've got the username. And here's the comments. We can see snapshots were successfully created. So one of the typical workflows in this scenario, we go back to the incident, is we would want to run a playbook. And so we now offer playbooks. So we'll search for Superna, and we've got a number of them here. These two playbooks are integrated with Cortex xSOAR in a way that we extract the custom fields and there's no data entry required. So for example, let's say I want to run an additional snapshot on the file systems. So it loads up and we see it's gone green, which means it's sent the Zero Trust API to Defender and it has gone ahead and snapshot the file system. I can even rerun this. And there it's done it again. We can now go over to Eyeglass. You can see here, I did it twice, but you can see that the snapshot job was created. And so now we've got another restore point in the file system. All of that can be done without the SecOps administrator knowing anything about the storage itself. They just run the playbook. So let's switch to the other one. There we go. We've just run that playbook. We go over to, you'll see creating snapshots for user, and it's locking that user out. Done. Again, the power of this is that the SecOps operator doesn't have to have any knowledge of the storage, the devices. They just want to lock that user out of the file system, or they want to create additional snapshots. And if we go here, go to the war room, all the history of what's been happening is now updated. It tells me that the snapshots have been run. And so you can see the power of playbooks and automation gives the power of cyber storage protection to that security operations group. Now, let's imagine that you have a different security tool that's detected some suspicious behavior. So let's bring up another workflow right here. So what this will do, imagine that my IDS, IPS, or NDR solution has detected a security vulnerability on a machine, and we've captured the username in that other security tool. That information would flow in to Cortex xSOAR. And now what we can do is run this playbook and enter the information for that user. And there we go. So now we've executed an integration where we can offer this service to any of the incidents that are funneled into the xSOAR and extend cyber storage capabilities directly into any other workflows. Obviously, if you are suspicious that something's happening on a host that might be affecting data, this is a good precautionary step to take, is to lock that user out. This gives you a good overview of how the integrations work with Palo Alto Cortex xSOAR. We've got 3 playbooks. These can be downloaded from our documentation and integrated quite easily. And in addition, we've got the custom fields mapping username, IP address, lockout status, severity. A lot of the custom fields are all mapped directly into the Cortex xSOAR.